like a huge mistake that we need to fix. Basically, we're just going to change a bunch of signs. So please watch this video. I go through and I explain a bunch of stuff and I do it wrong the whole way through. So I might just post this video. So when we are when we're splitting this up into two pieces, we have to flip the sign for the negative one. Okay, otherwise you're just going to get a bunch of these where the arrow points in the same direction. So for form 1, flip the sign that has the negative b so that it's facing the other direction. We're going to do this every single time we have one flipped to the negative. Okay, so we flipped it here to make that one negative. We're going to flip it here so that it's a greater than or equal to sign instead of a less than or equal to sign. Same here. We're flipping. Okay, so these are the new rules for the 4 different forms. Okay, and I'm going to go down here and I'm going to fix all these guys. So we have, this needs to be flipped. Okay, and I apologize so much for this. I don't even know what I was thinking. So these are going to be less than or equal to signs instead of greater than or equal to. Okay, so now when I look at my number line, it'll make a lot more sense. So I have 1, 2, and 3. Okay, 0, 1, 2, and 3. I know that my number has to be greater than or equal to 3. Let me do this in a different color. So greater than or equal to 3. Okay, that's this guy. And I also have to have less than or equal to 1. So I put my solid dot there. Okay, so my x can be in either of those regions. It can be greater than or equal to 3 or less than or equal to 1. Okay, going down to example 2, we have, when we split into our two different forms here, we're going to switch so that this guy is a less than or equal to sign instead of the greater than or equal to sign when we started with, and we did that because this is negative. Okay, so all the algebra is still correct. We just need to flip our sign so that we have a less than or equal to sign. Now, this is getting kind of bright. When I do my number line, okay, I rewrite this. I have my -8 and I have my 4, but I want values less than or equal to -8. I'm sorry, strictly less than -8. So open circle going to the left, and then I'm going to have an open circle going to the right for the 4. Okay, so I can have those. So my solutions are going to be x greater than 4 or x is less than -8. Those are my two solutions. So that's example 1 and example 2. I'm going to flip it over for 3 and 4. So in 3 and 4, we have to switch the sign when we have our negative. Okay, so instead of less than or equal to here, we're going to have greater than or equal to, and then greater than or equal to here. But then here, we have our negative number that we're flipping. So this is going to be a less than or equal to. So this one changes twice. We intentionally changed it at the beginning because we're choosing the negative value here. And we flip it again after we divide by the negative number. Okay, so this happens twice. When we divide by a negative number, we flip the sign. Okay. Also, when we choose our negative solution, when we're picking our two options, we have to change the sign at the beginning. So the sign changed here twice. Okay, so now when I'm looking at my number line, okay, all right, so we have -9 and +13. We want numbers less than 13, less than or equal to 13. Let me get my pen. So it's got less than or equal to, so this is going to be the filled in dot. Okay, and we have greater than or equal to here, so it's also filled in. And less than is going to go this way, right? We're going to the left. greater than is going to go this way. So this guy is just going to have a bar straight between those two numbers, okay? And then last but not least, well, this might be okay, actually. Example 4 is fine because we didn't have to split it into 2 different ways. We knew that this would have no solutions. We know that this will be all real numbers. Okay, so number 4 was fine. Number 3 we have fixed, and I'm gonna actually circle the edit that I made. So right here, when we choose the negative answer, okay, we have to flip this sign, right? Again, when we choose the negative option, in example 2, we chose the negative option right here. We flip this sign, okay? And when we choose the negative option over here, this negative option, we flip this sign, okay? And that's how it is for all of these. When we choose the negative option, we flip the sign. So I'm gonna just like circle and underline this in our notes so you guys remember, okay? So when we set up the negative option, we flip the sign. Okay, so this is the thing that I missed in our notes today. When we set up the negative option, we flip the sign, and that happens all through here in each form. Yes, so lesson for today, we all make mistakes. The important thing is going back and fixing them. So this is my effort to fix it. I will also mention this tomorrow in class, obviously, in case you missed this video, but please watch. All right, have a great day, guys.